Hey, this is Tim,
And Jaylen.
and we're doing our upgrade video for the review app. Um, so, we did two upgrades. So, we have a star rating system where you can select stars and it'll save for the review. And we also did like an upvote kind of scoring system as well. So, let's take a look. We'll first look at the star rating upgrade. So I found a library that basically does everything for us. So we just had to work on some back end stuff like the schema and stuff. So we imported this star rating from React Native Star Rating. And we did some styling as well. And then we had just this on start rating press. It basically just changes the state. So we have the star count, which is right here, which basically just stores the current star rating. And then where we see that down here is kind of, we'll show you in the demo as well, but we have two different places where it's shown. It's shown for each of the reviews as well here, so it's like the buttons are disabled. And then we have another one down here, which is where you actually select when you're submitting a review. You actually select how many stars, and it just calls that on star press. And then we can look at basically where it changes for that star rating is just in the review kind of schema and stuff. We just had to add that star rating. We can also see it here, just a new kind of number. That's basically it for the star rating.
And then going into the upvote, downvote system, we created two new folders within the API of the mobile folder.
Or it's in the server folder.
Server folder,
Yeah.
my apologies. In which case we created two buttons, it being an upvote button or a like button, and a dislike or a downvote button. In which case, it's just setting a state and creating necessarily like a score. So look at it as more of like as a loop, or in which case it's like a counter where it either, if you press like, obviously it would go up by one, or if you were to press dislike, it would go down by one. And that score is being displayed when we do look at each type or each restaurant, as well as in the review itself.
No, it's just in the restaurant. You have the score at the top, and you can select like or dislike.
Yeah.
So here, yeah.
And then going forward, unfortunately, we didn't get it to auto update.
Mm-hmm.
So you would have to back out of the restaurant, but then once you click on the restaurant again, then it would update its score.
Mm-hmm. Yep. And then here's kind of the schema for it. We just have that score and the images. Yeah. And here we just kind of hard coded in the start rating for each kind of the data, just to make it easy, so it looks kind of nice.
So that like formatting is still the same as what we are trying to go for when we did these upgrades.
Mm-hmm. And now let's look at the demo. Alright, and here is the app. So here we have the regular restaurant screen. Oh, great. Just kidding, let me sign in first for some reason. We love a good...
Unfortunate, as we call it in the industry.
Yep. Alright, so here we have our upgrades. As you can see, we have the kind of star ratings for each of the reviews, as well as able to put in your own star rating, as well as this like-dislike system. So like we were saying before, it doesn't show immediately, but if you go back and re-log in, it will change password. See, as you can see, it changes to 1. And we can do a test review. We can hit test, and we can, as you can see, we can choose whichever kind of star rating we want. Submit it, and it appears with those same stars. And that's the gist of the upgrades. So yeah, I guess thanks for listening.